Dallas, I must say, has not been on my travel radar until I decided to book a flight on the Qantas A350 from Melbourne, Australia to experience the updated business class. I was also keen to fly or take a 17-hour flight to see what it was going to be like on these new planes. I must say that while I had been fairly well traveled, certain parts of the USA were still rather foreign to me, as I had only heard less favorable things, and my knowledge of Dallas was embarrassingly only through the name of a 1980s TV drama series. So, when researching Dallas, its neighborhood Turtle Creek appeared to be the trendy and progressive part of the city. But in my research, I was still trying to understand how the city was planned and laid out. And strangely, this trendy part of town didn't seem to have a dense number of collection of hotels to choose from, which I found rather odd. I was pleased to discover that the Warwick Melrose Dallas was a prominent and historical grand hotel in this area. Texas, in all its glory, is a large and widespread city-state, and the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport is halfway between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, easily up to an hour by car away. And to my surprise, while Dallas is a major city of this state, it's actually fairly small when compared to many other cities, such as Seattle. Let's check out some online reviews. Remy Y says, "Please avoid as a consumer or guest. Tables and towels were not well maintained. Copious stains on towels and an unclean bedroom table. Loud noises from other hotel guests and cars. Staff were highly disrespectful and insensitive. Highly caution hidden fees." Big Hilda says, "Issues with billing and no breakfast. Has potential. The pool is beautiful. Parking is expensive, $29.23 a night. Snickers bar wrapper laying on the floor in my room. Lobby bar area in the evening is loud and boisterous. Annoying not to be able to eat breakfast here. Gym is not open prior to 6 a.m. Jeff D says, "Institutional rooms. They had an airport shuttle. Apparently, they do not. Sink had no counter space. They added an additional $29 in fees. Music is played until 1:30 a.m. Relocated us to the 6th floor." So, will it get the red light or the green light? Stay tuned for the verdict. Come with me and let's check it out as I take you through the arrival, the room, the food and amenities encountered during my stay. While we're at it, remember to like and subscribe below. Checking into the Warwick Melrose was a breeze, and arriving just before sundown gave me a chance to take a quick look around before heading out to dinner. The front desk staff didn't exactly exude warmth on check-in, and I wasn't given much information about the hotel pool, spa, or restaurant. In the lobby, piano music filled the contemporary yet classically Sullivan-esque design. With its marble floors, chandeliers, and antique mail drop, the ambience takes you back to its 1924 origins. My second floor room was more spacious than expected. The entry foyer had a side table with a drip-style coffee machine and a large writing desk and chair taking up one corner of the room. The room is neat and bright with a light color palette. However, the style doesn't ooze coziness, being a tad formal and cold for my liking. Feeling a little bit more like a guest room at my rich aunt's house if I had a rich aunt. By the desk, there was a wall of windows overlooking the street. There were also a couple of armchairs and coffee table by the windows, and that was across from the king-size bed. In the far corner, flanking the timber sideboard with TV, was a small walk-in robe and dressing table. And on the other corner, the entry to the ensuite. My favorite part of the room was actually the ensuite. It was spacious and bright with a modern contemporary style, including a window for some natural light. The one thing that was very odd was how close the toilet was to that wall. It must have been about 10 centimeters, which would be impossible for the average American to sit on without being on an angle. If you're used to having drawers or extra counter space for all of your toiletries, you might find the freestanding vanity basin unit with no drawers and bench a little impractical. But for me, it was just enough to keep things still fairly neat. The marble look tile shower cubicle was wide enough for two, and it had a built-in shelf and large format toiletries from Gilchrist and Soames, London. A nice touch was the sparkling clean, frameless shower door top hung from a rail. I didn't have time to check out Le Spa by Warwick Melrose, but got to visit the pool, though for about just an hour. Accessing the pool by exiting the hotel at the car drop-off is a bit strange, but forgivable. The biggest downside of the pool bar was closed when I headed down at 10 a.m. in the morning, and it only apparently opens from 11 o'clock. pool had everything else you'd want: canopy tent cabanas, gentle steps leading into the water, a ledge for sitting on along one side, plush towels, and even a vat of orange-infused water, and of course, change rooms. Thankfully, because one wouldn't want to have to walk through the car park in one's bathers. So, does it have a restaurant? Well, here's the curious thing. At check-in, I asked if the hotel had a restaurant for breakfast, and I was told they didn't. That seemed odd for a hotel of this size, but I didn't question it further. Turns out, that was completely incorrect. From what I later found out, they actually do have a restaurant, but I didn't get to check it out as such. It was a right down shame, as it would have really helped with my early flight out of Dallas Fort Worth, which was quite a drive away, instead of having to wait until I was checked in before having a bite. Meanwhile, in the lobby is the library bar, a popular spot for live music. Though I didn't get time to stop in, from what I've heard, it's a great place for a stiff drink and some loose laughter. So, for my final verdict, I stretched to give the Warwick Melrose a green light. To be honest, it's the only affordable option in Oaklawn, if that is where you want to stay. Now, why the lady who checked me in didn't tell me anything about the hotel's restaurants or offerings, and why she said they didn't serve breakfast, is a mystery. Certainly, its proximity to some great bars, especially for the LGBT tourists, is a very great feature of its location. It is all within walking distance, and there are also a few great restaurants. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this review. This is another Red Light Green Light Hotel review. Subscribe below so you don't miss out on any updates. And do comment below as well. I want to know what your own experience was or what your thoughts are of this review. Who knows? Your comment might even make it into our next video. And if you want a shout out, please tell us which hotel you would like us to review next. Happy travels, fellow adventurers, and remember to tread lightly, especially when you're visiting another country.